Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. We're shooting it just a little bit late, but we are still here. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan, king of Comic Town.
Literally trapped in the back room. He is rationing food reserves back there. He found a ham, so he's good. No worries.
Yeah, I'm going to keep telling myself it's that.
It used to be a ham. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe.
We're reading books that have dropped April 27th. We've got a ton of good books.
Right.
Oh my God. What?
Right? Didn't even get the chance to finish reading some of them. Like some of them, like Justice League.
Right?
Humongous big. Like I read the first few pages, loved it. I was like, I have to read it.
You must sit back, relax on that one. Yes.
Scott,
we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. You want to start with that? What do you want to start with?
Okay, let's start with the Goodreads that you should read. And I kind of want to build up. So we'll start with the worst one. And I do mean that so very loosely.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Hotell.
And worst is not the right word. Because it's like
not.
It's like the least beautiful woman I ever went out with was Heidi Klum. Like that,
right.
that kind of thing where it's like that's
you're like, wait, but that's a negative. Wait, what? Right, exactly. What? Yeah, it's the worst of the best. Okay, it's the worst of the best. This one, volume 2, wraps up in issue 5, and this is such a brilliant culmination of all the different stories crashing together. I
didn't expect to see our friend from the first volume show up. And
listen, I was trying to figure out, like, did the first volume have this level of culmination to it? I feel like this is a total elevation of the whole thing.
The John Lee's amazing writer, Crimson Cage. With this one, his game just keeps going up.
I love it. Talibor Talajic, I think that's how you say it, is the artist. Lee Lowridge did the colors, I believe. You're doing something amazing when you can put in an editor's note predicting volume 3. When you know your sales are strong enough where you're like, volume 3 is coming, don't even worry, we'll get there. Boom. This was fun.
Yeah, it really was. It is a story that is like an anthology of different people show up to this supernatural hotel that you only find when it's ready for you.
Right.
And most of the time, really, really horrible stuff happens to you. And in this is the culmination. There's these different people that have been trapped there, and now a biker gang has got there, and they're wanting to do like crazy, like ultra violent, freaking Clockwork Orange stuff.
Very Clockwork Orange.
And the hotel has other plans.
Yes, it does. I appreciate how Mr. Silver thought he knew what was going to happen. He had a plan. He had an inkling.
All the confidence of a toddler.
I appreciate it. I also appreciate the course correction. I felt bad for you when I was reading this. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. Knowing you as I do, I was like, Ryan's going to read this, and I can't even warn him not to.
There's a particular painting, and it's got to be black velvet. It has to be black velvet, and
of course. But wait, it's black velvet when you look at it, but shot black light, and it looks like a Sidney Pollack painting. Like it's got tons of DNA all over it. Yeah, but this one was a really good read. So definitely a good read that you should read. The worst of the amazing books that we read this week. Okay, like take that as you will.
It's still just amazing.
Freaking amazing. AWA Upshot, fantastic stuff.
And Fourth Man also came out. If you're not reading Fourth Man, it is the Fargo crime noir comic with characters drawn like famous actors that we don't deserve.
Man,
but we're getting.
Man, I love it. Where do you want to go next?
Oh man, let me do a Behemoth book.
Go for it.
All right, all hail Behemoth. We all know we love their stuff. Vermillion. I'm not going to show the entire cover.
I almost grabbed that one.
It's not for kids. It's not for it's super trippy. All right, where I thought it was going, I was completely wrong. It is like this nightmarish hallucination where you think you know the point of view, but you don't. God, I'm trying to think of like different things to compare it to. Like, it feels like it was out of something that could fit very well in. For the 27 people that will know what I'm talking about, it feels like something from Danzig's Erotic line.
Okay.
And the vibe is a lot like Slipknot's song Wait and Bleed. So once again, all right, for the 23 people that are still following me, and it's this, what it initially starts out as this like hookup that starts at a bar, becomes this, like I didn't know whose eyes I was looking through at one point. Ooh. It's this super psycho, tripped out, like worst date ever. I don't know where they're going with it, but it's another one of those books that I just want to go along for the ride. I love it.
I love that. I love that. Behemoth is doing big things, man. They are coming through with some stories that are trippy but fun and challenging, and it's everything that I like to see from up and coming imprints that are like, hey, we're here, and this is something totally different than anything else that's out there.
Yeah,
gotta love them. That's super dope. Okay, you have my 2 remaining Goodreads, I think, still. Okay. Right? So I want to talk Naughty List.
Another can you even say that AfterShock's up and coming anymore? Like,
I mean, you can say the imprint is, but literally the people that they bring on, legends in the making, if not already established.
Yeah.
Nick Santora, Lee Ferguson, Naughty List. Okay, this is the true story of Saint Nick that you've always wanted to know, and we're too afraid to find out. This, I mean, it's interesting because it has like this very raw, grisly vibe where we find out a real story of the character, the premise, the guy that is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And it's not any version of the story that you've ever really heard before, which already is trippy. Like, how do you tell that story fresh?
Yeah. Because you've got everything from Tim Allen to like Scrooge era stuff to
Grant Morrison. Exactly.
How do you come at this with a fresh perspective? And Nick does. Like the writing's there, the art is just amazing. Like, it was Lee Ferguson just absolutely killing it. The concept, one of my favorite parts of it was, I've never thought about the fact that because Santa knows who's naughty and knows who's nice, he knows who's naughty and he knows what he's doing. And we don't know when that cuts off.
Right. It's always a thought that, oh, it cuts off when I'm no longer a kid. No.
Does it?
Incorrect. I see, it's funny too, because like the hook of what I think the series is almost a spoiler, so we can't tell you.
Right. Yeah.
Because this is a lot of expositional setup about the world that this Santa Claus lives in. But once you get towards the end, the real hook of this story, this series, is going to capture you, and you're going to go, oh,
yeah,
that's gnarly. If this isn't in the works to be a movie, I'll fight somebody.
Right.
Like, I need come on. Like, I need an announcement immediately.
Yeah. Please. It's got to be optioned. Like, I can't, and if it's not within a few weeks, I'll be shocked, just because it's so doable. It's so accessible. It's poignant. It's amazing. Who would
you get to play this titular Nick character?
They've got to be they got to be youngish,
right?
Because of this setup. Dang, I don't know.
I mean,
they've also got to be. Yeah, they've got to be kind of an old soul too.
Right.
God, that's tough. Chris Pine's too old.
I would pick Joe Manganiello. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, Manganiello. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a respectful hate. Like, he has.
Oh yeah.
Like his D&D game, his spouse, his home, his acting career, and I'm like, hey, Where's that Rogaine? And so that's.
I bet his farts are terrible though, like super gassy.
Probably could sell them on OnlyFans.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, no, definitely check this out. It's amazing.
Really.
I was actually afraid, like, am I going to like this book reading A Christmas Story in April? Yes.
Right.
I did.
Yeah, it's amazing. And once again, it's an AfterShock #1, meaning if there's a threshold, that can be strip cover returns. So pick it up now before it's optioned. And yeah, it's,
come on, respect yourself. Last on my Goodreads you should read was Batman Beyond the White Knight.
Yeah.
Again, these are the worst.
Right. Yeah.
It's like the best books that we read this week.
Yeah. No.
Okay. I can't imagine the headcanon that actually exists in Sean Murphy's head, because the way that he is reframing, reshaping the entire mythos of Batman, reaching into the Batman Beyond future. How does that exist in one man's mind? Is
there one room in his house, in Sean's house, that is nothing but like scribbles on the wall with Sharpie and like thumbtacks and string? What I thought by the character reveal in issue 1. Nope, didn't see that coming. The versatility of a character, or the resilience of a particular character, I was kind of surprised.
Right.
And then the end.
Didn't see that coming at all. Like, that's how you end it. That's how you end a book, where you're immediately like, and I need the next issue. I need it. I don't want it. I need it. I'm scratching. What's going on?
The way that the character that was revealed at the end of the first issue interacted with the main character.
Yes.
Had 100% the vibe from like the first volume, where we're like, there's a little bit of
there's some extra here going on.
Yeah, there's some tension, and the way that's playing out with
amazing. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like, as a super Nightwing fan, I feel a certain kind of way about the portrayal of Dick Grayson.
I can see that, because
it hurts me.
Because he's been the better version of Batman. Like he's the Batman that has learned to move beyond the hurt, and he does his job. Like he's the elevated Batman. And in this one, he's more like, I still gotta. So it's a little bit different.
I still got a chip. It hurts me. I really want things to fix themselves, but not necessarily between Bruce and Dick, but between Dick and Barbara.
Yeah,
I love them together.
That's the thing. That's like when DC tried to put Wonder Woman and Superman together. Like, no, it's Clark and Lois, and then it's Babs and Dick.
Like that's the way it is. Although, on a side note, I do believe that if I were to write anything with DC and Wonder Woman's love life, she would get with Hal Jordan.
Oh,
she's got a thing for pilots.
She does. Oh, wow, that'd be interesting,
right? A little headcanon for you guys. There you go.
Yeah.
Biggity boom. Okay, so moving into the must reads. This was a crazy week. Crazy. We've got major events kicking off. We've got some #1s kicking off. I believe we have 2 that are the same, 1 that's different. Is that right? Did we do it that way? Did I steal one of yours? I can't remember now at this point.
I've got 2 left.
Okay, so all right.
That's fine. Like
because I read a bunch. Okay, I did. I'm guilty. Like literally the ones that I couldn't even make it to the list to talk about. Yeah, we have Demons, Rogue Sun, Dark Knights of Steel. Like, I was reading some books. Okay, this is some very hard decisions. I'm gonna have to see a therapist about what I didn't talk about on the show. Amazing Spider-Man #1. Deb Wells. John Romita Jr. is back. He's home. Daddy's home. It is a wonderful thing. I mean, it's obviously, this takes me back to the J. Michael Straczynski run that was so pivotal in my Spider-Man reading. Immediately takes me to that space and place where literally Pete is trying to rebuild his entire life. And I don't know what's been going on, but this is clearly a time jump. And there's a situation with Mary Jane that I was not prepared for at all.
Hmm.
That's all I'll say. But this is a deep dive in terms of some characters. I mean, very early on, we're seeing some I don't want to say notables, but like you got to be a Spider-Man fan to know who some of these folks are. And if you do know, excellent. If you don't know, now's your chance to learn and experience some fun storytelling. Good sized book though, like really good size.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons that we were filming today instead of on Tuesday night is because of the nightmare with shipping and software. And one of my favorite cover from it was done by Gleason, and it's the red one with Queen Goblin.
Right.
So if you're out there and you're thinking about trying to pick up a cover, I recommend that one. It is gorgeous. And then for Carnage #2, there's a Spider-Man variant, also gorgeous.
Very nice, very nice. But yeah, this was awesome. A great book. Stellar read. You'll dig it. Grab this because you should.
Yeah. And the one, because I didn't have time, Justice League 75, because it is kicking. Yeah, because I read the first few pages and I was like, you know what? I cannot speed read this. I have to sit and read it because the epic tone was there. And I was like, this is take it away, Vic.
Like that's my review right there. Like that's all I can give you. That's the only way. Josh Williamson is writing. Let's see, Rafael Sandoval, Jordi Tarragona, Matt Herms, Josh Reed. Remember like the beginning, remember the first time that you watched Infinity War? Okay. And like before it even says Avengers, like all the stuff that's happened, you know, Thor's gotten the snot kicked out of him, Hulk's been kicked to earth, like all of that. This is that feeling in comic book form right here. Yeah. Read this, have a stiff drink with you, and prepare for some storytelling to jump off that you are not ready for. This is going to be huge. This is going to be huge. Yeah. And this cover is literally my favorite. I accidentally grabbed another cover because I didn't realize it was the same book.
Yeah. Like that's the cover. The other cover is gorgeous because it's like the funeral. It's
I didn't realize it was the same book. Like that was my fault. Because like literally I had them like I was like, which one am I going to read? I don't know. 75 of the Death of the Justice League. They're the same book, Victor.
The same book. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And so it's been selling nonstop at the shop. It's going to tie into Dark Crisis miniseries that's coming out here in a couple months.
Yes.
It just when my favorite non-Clark Kent Kal-El Superman showed up, that was where I'm like, I owe this book the respect. I will wait.
Man, listen, for me it was Captain Carrot.
He's one of those characters. Yeah, people sleep on, but you know, he's actually pretty cool.
He really is. He really is. Speaking of really cool, Bloodstained Teeth #1. I didn't even know what I was getting into. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's if a magicalist John Constantine for personality vampire had a business of making other people into vampires, this would be the book.
This would absolutely be that book. Absolutely. Without giving anything away, that's almost all you could say. Christian Ward on story, Patrick Reynolds on art, Heather Moore, you did the Lord's work on these colors, Heather. Yeah. Like, wow. Yeah. It's like the colors are its own character in this story.
Yeah. Like trying to find panels that won't do anything, but it's like this real, oh God, what is the artist that did like the paintings of like stuff?
Like Andy Warhol.
Yes. Like for that kind of pop style. There's nobody on this creative team and colorist, pencils, letterer, editor. Everybody on this is stuck in fifth gear. It is so well done. Randolph Kinski. Oh,
this is amazing. Okay, so yeah, you've got hierarchies of vampires. You've got a culture where still vampires are supposed to be hidden members of society, not really known. But one person is enterprising, and they've gone to a place where other people they've had enough. cut it off, shut it down. You're done. Okay. And the level of I don't even know, penance to have to do this is so messed up. That's messed up.
You need to do all this or we're going to kill you. Oh, God. Yeah, because what he has to attack is not like weak stuff.
Right. Like this is sincere. To say a vampire with an affinity for human culture, I'm curious as to how that would be taken in the vampire community. Like, you're like, why do you like that?
Yeah, they're humans. Like, we're vampires. We're like immortal. We're stronger. We're better. We have centuries to perfect our art as opposed to those dudes. And like he's slumming it. Like,
in their opinion. But I thought this was such a fun read. Very, very sharp. If you're just getting started on your comic reading for the week, don't start with this. This is one of those where, like, you want to get warmed up, see some people get punched in the face a little bit before you get into something a little bit more culture and dripping with cynicism in the best ways possible.
Yeah.
That's what you want right there. So Bloodstained Teeth was a great read. Highly recommended.
With Matt Smith probably not getting the Constantine nod in the upcoming Constantine reboot.
Shameful.
Put him.
Facts. Absolute facts. Yes. I couldn't agree with that more. That's well said. We should tweet that. We should absolutely tweet that. Obviously, it's New Comic Book Day as this is dropping. That's right. You got one more. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's so good.
Of course
we didn't know it was going to be so good.
Right.
All right. Pretty much a new story arc was kicking off with this issue. James Forth, Werther de Lorera, Miguel Muerto. Is Tamara no longer on the book?
Wait, what? No Bond villain action? Wait. No. Tamara wasn't on that one.
Oh, that's right. Once in Future.
Yeah.
I like eat crayons for fun.
Well, so whatever. That's fine.
Erica Slaughter's misadventures have gotten the notice of other houses.
Oh snap. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
We find out what the new monster for this season is. And the line, it likes the warmth of the water because it cooks its food, is in here. And in reference, and in reference to Erica's new friend who's going to be sent from overseas. Where is it? Come on, the page. Retrieval or elimination.
Wow.
Somebody else says elimination. That doesn't spoil anything because the houses don't. They
don't interact well either. So, love the drama of this series. James be writing some stuff.
Everything. The Sandman stuff is Nice House in the Lake. There's literally nothing that James writes that is not amazing.
It's amazing.
This week was stupid. And that's not even, we didn't even cover half the books we could have.
I was going to say, like, I still got 3 tucked over on the side here that we don't have time for, but so many good books. I hope you guys are thoroughly jumping into this. Here's the thing that gets me, though. So many good books this week. Free Comic Book Day is next week.
Yeah, it's just a little ways away.
What? You're giving us this amount of goodness, and it's not even the holiday weekend yet. Like,
what's happened?
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. We know we had y'all wait just a little bit longer than you'd like to, but we hope that you enjoyed this episode. If so, click that thumbs up because we need that love. Watch all the way through the end so the algorithm will tell you all the goodness that we're talking about today.
And subscribe. Hit the bell, and it will let you know every week when we can bring this to you.
Ding. Absolutely, because we're here for you, reading the goodness. Reading all the books, or at least a couple of them.
Most of them.
Bunch.
As many as we can get to.
Yeah. Because we're working people, okay?
Yeah.
We do what we can. No, we'll read a bunch because we like it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see y'all next week. Bye.